Howdy caddies, hope you're going good. Weekly walkabout the collector. We're not as late this week, we're a little bit ahead of the game. Still daylight outside. It's a bloody ripper of a day. But anyway, we've got heaps of good stuff for the auction tomorrow night. Nice couple of lovely little silver mounted cameo brooches with that nice carved shell with the cameo in it as well. Pair of Ray-Ban sunnies. Some nice carved non-composite or bone items. A little silver frame, which I think is pretty modern. I think Gail mentioned it's from like 1995 or something. Plus that nice little silver spoon. Got these hand-painted, reverse hand-painted Chinese glass prayer beads. This is a nice little collection. Some miniature pocket knives. You've got that mascot, crushed cut tobacco, little advertising mirror, and that little Vicks test sample tin. Good little group. Little sterling silver marcasite little cross pendant. Some more bits of silver as well. The mesh purse and that nice handled button hook. This is a lovely little hand-painted miniature. There you go. And a nice little sort of gilded metal mount to be worn as a brooch or as a pendant. Alright, we've got a nice Japanese hand-painted four-fold screen with a nice big mirror, lacquerware mirror. It's kind of cool, sort of carved wooden sort of African two-piece sort of chair. Black planet lamp's a ripper. Nice big cedar chest of drawers. Little pond yacht's kind of quite nice as well, made out of pine. Alright, what else have we got? The Blackwood Arts and Crafts dressing table. Little collection of sort of Chinese and Oriental items. We got some more cool clothes and stuff. This brand new, never been worn George's sort of ladies sort of negligee or little sort of gown or whatever it is. It's got its box there as well. Still got its tags on it, made in France. Ooh la la. This is pretty cool. The Lakers Kobe Bryant jersey as well with the swing tag still on it. Got the men's winter sort of woolen tops. Some nice furs. Modern ladies and men's stuff. And some more cool sort of vintage men's. The Lee. Nice sort of Lee label, pearl snap, short sleeves. You got this nice sort of bomber jacket, navy blue with the blue and white striped trim. Pretty cool sort of Letterman jacket with the big letter A. And this is cool. I think it's a Wesley blazer. There you go, with the sort of little tennis rackets on it there. It's got the old tie and everything to go with it. Good little group. Nice collection of china. We've got heaps of footy cards and footballs. Some of them are signed. These nice little frame sort of card presentations or mounted. But there's lots of them in here. Nice big lot. More furs, Scooby-Doo. Boxes of stuff. Old Victorian sort of ceramic panel. There's nice old bits of sort of copper in amongst. Ostrich egg. Heaps of Swedish enamelled ware. There's just good bits and bobs in amongst here. 3 boxes of sort of china and other stuff. Got a big lot down under the table here. It's all sort of magic tricks and games and sort of music stuff. There's a Valencia classical guitar in that case. Pretty cool. The Mind Games old shop sandwich board. Books. Mixed group lot JVC receiver. There's a good microphone. There's good sort of china and other stuff. Little retro canister. Alright, this is a good little group with the reproduction New South Wales Railway luggage rack. Big brass sort of, like sort of firebox. This is cool, the ammo crate. Elwood Ordnance Plant, Joliet, Illinois. There you go, with a nice little concrete garden statue as well. That's just a good mixed group lot. Xbox with a bunch of games. Battlefield 2. Some model kits and scale model aeroplanes. Alright. These are all cool, all old sort of PC games and stuff like that. Doom 3, Mario Andretti's Racing Challenge, Age of Empires. Good old Il-2 Sturmovaks in there as well, which is a pretty cool World War II flight sim. Nice big lot of brass and copper. This Weeder Tasmanian jug's really nice. These 2 nice big brass pots in their stands as well. There's a nice pair of them. Kids' toys and some nice wooden boxes and other items. There's other stuff inside. 2 boxes of gear down underneath with old photographs and dolls. There's a really nice big Victorian platter, which is in good condition. It's a shame that this little Czechoslovakian Art Deco vase is a bit damaged, but there's other bits and bobs in amongst. Big lot of sort of cricket cards and stuff. 3 boxes of sort of china and other items. Some nice ladies' hats, bags and accessories. Another good big lot of CDs. There's heaps of good stuff in here. Lenny Kravitz, Triple J Unearthed, Dolly Parton, Michael Bolton. I said that there was good stuff. Stones, The Sloths, Smash Mouth. There's heaps of Nick Cave and stuff in amongst here as well, actually. It's a good lot. Pink Floyd. Good mixed lot of vinyl records as well. Depeche Mode, Synergy Games, which is early sort of electronic stuff. The Bodines, U2, Eurythmics, Eden, coloured vinyl. Low Flying Aircraft, Herbert, which is sort of a modern thing. Dr. Feelgood, New Rose. There's just Black Rose. It's just sort of obscure stuff. The Feral Dinosaurs, Bee Gees, ABBA. Good mixed lot. Some good jewellery. Couple of little compasses. The Beatles compass is pretty cool for the Yellow Submarine. A lot of Australiana. And the little vase is by George Aslanis, who used to do glass. I've seen a few bits of his pottery though. I'm pretty sure that's his little mark on it. Good little lot of vintage footy cigarette cards and stuff. There's also Wheaties ones in amongst there, and Twisties, Sunny Crust. Little melamine North Melbourne dish as well. Some more costume. This is good sporting cigarette cards and stuff. There's a double-sided one there of a lady playing golf, Miss Mona Hope or someone. And on the other side is Sid Coventry. All the little MCC Rifle Club trophy spoons. This little kid's cowboy belt's fantastic with the cool sort of little lenticular bucking bronco there on the buckle. It's a great little bit. Box of sort of art reference, Auguste Rodin. There's some good stuff in here. Matisse, watercolour painting. It's just a nice lot. Some good gear in amongst. Anthony Fry. Mid-century chairs. Kids, sort of dolls chairs and some other stuff. Some sporting pictures and prints. Black Caviar and Far Lap and stuff. Some wickerware. A little lot of outdoor stuff with the milking stools. We've got skateboards with the gaming sort of joystick setups. Box of toys. There's a nice brass lamp with a twin prong sort of gooseneck that goes with other little bits and bobs down under the table. Footy records. There's some nice sort of materials, rugs, bedspreads and stuff in there. Mixed lot of sort of occasional furniture. Funny little tables, quite nice. Nice little magazine rack as well. The cutlery box. This is a nice lot of wooden items. All right, nice big mahogany shelf over the back. You've got this nice little sort of panel, fretwork panel. This unusual little wooden stand thing that no one knows really what it's for. Someone will know that. Little stationery sort, tidy. It's a good little lot. The box remote control Jeep, gramophone with some other bits. Old Wheels magazines, soft toys, film and camera gear, boxes of stuff, more boxes of stuff. That guy. 2 boxes of sort of blokey gear. There's some good bits and bobs in amongst here. Bakelite radios and tools and stuff. Another nice little lot with a couple of little coffee sets. Little green Noritake one's nice. More cameras, more books on sort of military and Australian historical sort of stuff. Another nice big lot of napery and gear. 2 more boxes of stuff. Big lot of household gear and tools and stuff underneath the table. Nice little lockable box though, but the latch isn't quite working. Needs a little bit of mucking around with this nice little cabinet, but someone sort of put all these sort of segmented shelves inside of it. Good thing. Some bamboo little shelving unit, the box, the chair and the mirror. It's actually nice, the chair. Retro ceramics, light fittings, Phil Spector's wall of sound, This is a good big lot of all the sort of modern car sales brochures. Isuzu, Mercury Villager. It's mainly American stuff. Oh, there's a bit of Mazda in amongst there. Chevy. Nice lot of sort of hat boxes and cases and things. Some good stereo gear. Triang truck with a pair of Blundstones. Some mixed lot down the bottom, including the Grey Nix 1 scoop. Mixed group lot with the funny little benches, the stools, some Tonka trucks, table, cabinet, and a skateboard. A couple of retro typewriters. Good little lot of portable cassette decks. Some nice little sort of watches and things in amongst here, and good quality wallets and stuff. Old harmonica. This is a good lot of stereo gear, the Pioneer turntable, little Toshiba system, and a box of records. There's a pretty cool boxed as new retro style toaster and a kettle, and they're both bright orange. Big lot of footy cards as well, all in their folders, all in sets. Yep, this nice oil painting by Ragnar Ramstadius, and this is a nice big sort of ornately gilt frame print of Rembrandt's Night Watch. A little bloke there with that eye poking over. That's actually Rembrandt. He usually put himself into one of in his paintings, but yeah, that's him. You can tell by the look on his eye. I'm not joking, that actually is him, supposedly. Another little collection of paintings, a couple of oils by B. Johnson. You got these John de Bleur oils, and another nice watercolour sort of evening scene, which is signed R. Smart. Might be Jeff's long-lost brother. Ephemera. Some nice old books. Mrs. Beaton's household book. Taylor's medical jurisprudence. Old curiosity shop. This is a nice one as well. It's just Harwood's illustrations of Jersey with all engraved plates, but you can see that some of them are in quite poor condition. It's a bit of a shame. Little retro typewriter with some really nice old sort of retro menus from ships. Art reference books. These are nice. These old Chinese embroidered panels. Got a little bit of wear on them here and there, but they're pretty cool. Big lot of Eastern stuff. Nice big English dinner set with some bits of EP. Some coloured glass, included the nice little green glass swan. Modern Dalton tea set there with some other bits, including the Royal Albert puppies in a basket of roses. A little bit of Wedgwood. A little bit of Oriental. It's a shame we haven't got the lid for that bit of Cloisonne. And that nice little miniature Satsuma teapot. But there's other good little bits of Satsuma and other sort of stuff in amongst. It's a nice little collection of old paintings. I think this is Methodist Ladies College. A little sort of oil on panel there of a farmer with his cattle. And this other sort of mixed media. It's like a poker work and painting on wood of a paddle steamer up on the Murray. What else have we got? These are cool. These are all supplements out of the old Eagle newspaper. All comic books. Kind of cool. Riders of the Range. Jack-o'-lantern in the Wreckers. Nice big lot. Ladies' perfume bottles and sort of nice little trinket boxes and things like that. Nice group lot of cut crystal. Pair of Royal Dalton sort of tankards or nice little tumblers in there. And there's other good decanters and stuff. Little collection of Australian studio pottery, Colin Bowes vase. Some of the other bits have got nice little marks underneath. This bit's a bit unusual, really quite nice. There's no signatures on that. Some nice old photographs, cool frame. Enamelled and other glasses. These have got little sort of silver, little bits stuck on the front. They're actually marked silver. Good camera, Nikon 35mm camera. Got some more nice English China part sets. I got some really good pictures this week. We haven't had many paintings lately, but gore blimey, this week we've got some crackers. There we go. Nice big Gareth Jones Roberts, 19 sort of late 60s, early 70s, big abstract, Spinifex Country it's called. Good, really good example of his work. Really good example. What else have we got? This nice little Julie Lundgren Coulter pastel. Really nice thing. Big John Tip lady oil painting there of the On the Hunt. We've got a collection of unframed works on paper by June Kidman. There's watercolours and lino cuts and etchings and all sorts of stuff. Big screen print by Sally Robinson, 1980s, in the really nice original sort of Perspex frame. That's a good thing. There is a little bit of damage. You can see a bit of water damage or something in the bottom right here where the signature is. But it's a great bit. All right, we've got some cool bits by Carlos Mednes. I've got this nice big oil painting just called Shore. Really kind of quite like it. It's an absolute ripper. Oh, the whole thing is the foreground. Great thing. All right, but when you get on a certain angle, you can see all sorts of stuff going on. Look at these big squiggly lines he's got going on here. All right, and all this sort of extra sort of bitumen or grit or something stuck on the front. It's just a great thing. All right, now remember those squiggly bits, because this is another work by him as well, Carlos Mednes, the Stockman. That's pretty different to that last thing we just looked at. And these two are by him as well. Fantastic little pair of little abstracts. One's called Impressions, the other's called something else. I've just forgotten now. Wonderland. There you go. It's got all the stuff on the back. But this is all the squiggly stuff going on as well in here. It's nice to see the three different examples by the same painter, all quite different. He's a great artist. They're good things. Really like that little pair. Okay, now we've got a fantastic John Yule abstract, which is really quite unusual for him. He's mainly a traditional sort of landscape painter. Overlooked. Oh, this is a great thing, really unusual. He was best man at Charles Blackman's wedding. For some reason, you know, he sort of gets overlooked a fair bit. This is a great example, really unusual too. Wish he had kept painting like this rather than bloody gum trees, but anyway. Evan Mackley is a little ripper as well with the butterflies and flowers there. This is a really nice Jock Freighter, William Freighter, an old bridge. It's got some of these funny little sort of spots on top. I think they've come off pretty easy. All right, but that's a nice thing. Good example. It's double-sided as well. Just a great painter, Jock Freighter, a Scottish guy that came out here in the 30s, brought a bit of sort of Euro-modernism to Australia. Nice little example. What else have we got? Tommy Gleghorn. This thing's an absolute cracker of a bit. What's it called? It's even got a plaque attached. That's when you know it's a good painting. Evocation of the Entombment. 1925. He was born. He's 100 years old. Purchased in 1959 by whoever this mob was that put the plaque on it. It's dated 1958. So you can see the nice big bold signature. It's just a great example. A great painter, sort of self-taught artist. Came out here, I think, when in the sort of 30s or something, late 20s. He was only 3 or 4 years old when he got to Australia. I think he was born in England. Self-taught, but I think Dobell, I think he used to knock around a bit with Dobell, and Dobell sort of put him on the straight and narrow. It's just a cracker of a bit. Great thing. Great thing. So, yeah, it's nice to have some nice paintings this week. We haven't had many lately at all. Got some more good records. Neil Young, the Johnnies, and a bit of Talking Heads. Nice collection of carnival glass. Some Japanese reverse paintings on glass. This one's a bit unusual. Someone stuck some little photographs of geishas and girls on that one. And this one over the back seems to be unfinished. But yeah, fair bit of age to them. Interesting sort of things. Some Indian and Eastern tankers and a nice big hand-painted sort of banner. Some die-cast dinkies, and these are good, the little sort of tyre racks with all the spare tyres on them. Some more Australian records, the Triffids, Everything But the Girl, the Ferrets, the Drought, which is pretty obscure sort of stuff, so obscure it's not even on Discogs. Jimmy Barnes, we're doing all right for a minute. Daddy Cool, some good stuff in amongst. She's pretty cool, a hand-painted canvas doll. A couple of nice Stife soft toys. Some Taiwanese records, Eric Burden and the Animals, Red Vinyl, and Bridget Bardot Show. There you go. They're good things. Vogue cover art book from the 1909 to 1940, so it encompasses Art Deco. These are nice books on the art of Susan Seddon Boulay. We've got the reissue James Brown gig poster there, Sex, Power and Love. Yeah, at the Civic Auditorium. And the big umbrella stand with a nice Brownie Downing book and a cabinet plate. I've got a couple of nice walking sticks. little Japanese cast iron, little pagoda sort of lantern. You got the Pierrot 1980s Pierrot lamp base. Poor old Pierrot. Always with a tear and with the flower that Columbine won't take. Ernest Abbott etching or dry point there by the Billabong. Really good thing. He's a great etcher. One of the best one I reckon we've had in Australia. For some reason his prices don't reflect as such. These are nice little blue glass panels in their original little wooden sort of frames. Another good lot of records. You've got the Cult red vinyl Sonic Temple but no cover. Screaming at the Mirror. Barracudas. Placebo. And everyone's favourite, the Magic Mushroom Band. Bomb Shankar. Is that out of the young ones? Anyway, China and metalware. Nice lot of blue and white and Amari coloured. Nice lot of coloured glass. Blue and white teapots. Australian studio pottery. I don't like the mirror. It's a bit different to have a mirror with a pottery frame. Nice big cuckoo clock that's all complete. You got the Gaggia classic coffee machine with a couple of erotic prints. Some nice sort of native timbers. This lovely frame. There you go. Fiddleback Mezzamate frame by Tom Manning at Shepherd's Flat. Some of them are nice with bits of sort of writing and stuff on the bottom of them. Good lot of CDs. There's heavy metal and grunge and all sorts of stuff. Sex Pistols, Machine Head, Sonic Youth, Morbid Angel, Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, and more Sonic Youth. Dirty and Goo, great albums. Nice lot of English and other sort of quality China. Some nice sort of inkwells and desk stands. Little mixed group lot with the Mr. Squiggle coin collection. Little advertising record clear and old valves and stuff as well. Another nice lot of glass and crystal. Little mixed group lot with the Italian sort of style figure. Little Native American Indian girl, a cannon and some other stuff. Some smallest format comics printed in New Zealand. Good lot of Australian pottery. And then we've got some nice ephemera down the bottom. There's a nice old book magazine on Ballarat. It is missing the cover though. City of Statues and Garden City of Victoria. An unequalled holiday resort. Young Chinese League Melbourne souvenir little thing's pretty cool. All right, 1969. There's some other interesting little bits and bobs in amongst there. These whips are really nice. This one's an absolute cracker. It's got the brand around the top here. Swainson or something like that. And Vanessa was saying that they used to make whips for the Queen Victoria. I'm guessing Prince Albert was happy with that. This other one's really nice as well. It's like a coachman's whip. This little one with the carved sort of little ivory handles, an absolute ripper. I think it's missing one little glass eye out, like glass stone out of the eye. Nice lot of English, sort of Carltonware, Winton and other stuff. Sort of Oriental and Eastern metalwares and the frame cork diorama. Big signed orifice bowl with this nice Italian sort of wine cooler jug there with that nice insert in the middle to put your ice cubes. The butterfly wing tray's nice. You got the Michael Jackson picture disc record. Another really nice Ernest Abbott etching. Evening, this one's called. The Dry Point. Great thing. Great book on Francis Limburner. Fantastic Australian painter. And then we've got some nice stuff down the bottom. We've got the big Dalton Part dinner set, or tea set there, and the orchid pattern. Really nice Arthur Esam watercolour and gouache there. Sort of letting the sheep out. Signed and dated 1897 or something like that. Lovely little sort of mirror there. Little shield-shaped mirror with the little sort of hooks on it. And this really nice little stamp box. We've got fantastic circus posters. Absolutely fantastic things. 220 and 219. There'll be good photographs of them on the website. Some more Dalton uranium glass. Another bit of blue uranium glass. And this thing's rad as hell. It's Canadian Lucky Hell drivers driving Holdens exclusively. See a new 179 Holden shot from a cannon. Australian Tour, your lucky number, season 1963-64 souvenir program. That thing's as rad as hell. And then we've got the nice big Elsa Ardern charger, but I did notice there was a chip out of the rim here somewhere. There it is. There's just a chip in here, but it's a really nice big bit of hers. This is an unusual bit. It's Danish mid-century Lorena or something like that. You don't see much of their stuff around. And from what I've seen, this is a pretty good example with those wavy lines. Nice little Bendigo pottery character jug. Clariscliffe Celtic Harvest jug. And fantastic book, Norman Lindsay's favourite etchings. That'll do, guys. Hopefully you saw something you liked. Check out the circus posters on the website. They're absolutely fantastic. Anyway, be good. See you guys tomorrow night. Hell drivers.